Lynn are going to have a lot of problems just throwing actual like presence on the map just because of the gravity that Blitz brings.
And it's not even just the gravity, it's like we kept hammering home and home, and you guys might be tired of hearing it, but I'm sure you're not tired of watching it. That Blitz Techno duo, when it comes into the flow states, it's so scary. But more than that, we haven't even seen the best of Senzu yet. Right, we haven't even seen Senzu completely take control because it felt like he was taking points so many times out on that ancient ramp. We need to see the best of Lynn. Starry has to maintain performance, westmelon and Zacher have to increase it.
Yeah, we need good openers from this Lynn Vision squad. They are great at capitalizing should they succeed. But now moving into this pistol, just quickly catching them off guard. Senzu caught by the flash and G the follow-up as well. They breach in with just 2 clean kills. Lynn have the site.
There's the opener. Now it's time to capitalize. Flashbang through. The dualies will look to take point, and indeed they're good at it. mzinho and Blitz both finding a kill apiece. mzinho traded, but are they ready for 910? No, they're not, despite the flash thrown earlier on. 910's been given a real chance, I think. If he'd found that frag, westmelon might have been too far away. Now he doesn't have the kit, so he can't just stick it. He has to fight, and he's won it. First fight won. 910 knows that westmelon should be up top. westmelon, nice wait. Quick move out. Foster tap.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of urgency there from westmelon. He wanted to commit to a sneaky flank, get back into heaven, and actually have a great post plant to deal with the plant position that Lynn Vision went with. They never had control of main, and that's where a lot of the problems came in on that retake. But because he made those steps, as soon as that first kill came out by 910 in this 1v2, you know, you get a little fearful that all it takes is one quick headshot from 910 and the round is done. An important clutch won by the in-game leader of Lynn Vision.
I'm surprised that they're going for the full rifle setup, maybe expecting these USPs. Zacher is hoping to come through unsinged and unscathed. His HP is low, however, and Techno nearby pushes through the smoke. Quick kill found. There's some comms chaos going on. I think that much is clear, but nothing too substantial.
Yeah, Techno was just being very problematic.
Yeah.
Sat in the smoke, didn't fight with his teammates, and did finish off Zacher at the very least. It's again a nice start for Lynn Vision. They won the pistol, the conversion, follow-up gun round as well, moving into Ancient first. Then the Mongols started clamoring back into the game by changing their pace, to which Lynn Vision already showing a very quick-footed approach to their T side.
910 has gone for a birthday suit up with a flashbang. That's interesting, not generally the map you see it on. Of course, if he's just planning on holding down ramp with it, then it is great, especially because you can actually go outside and aggressive with much less utility if you'd like to, or even if you just want to hold on and use those M4's long range. They've got 3 nades, probably intending to break open the walls of smoke if they do end up coming through. 910 will be given that first opportunity, not land it. He didn't have a star-studded performance in the previous map either, but mzinho, what a pickup! Quick swing out, double frag found.
Heard westmelon as well slide himself into this corner, so trying to hard clear him out, but westmelon finally swinging, getting that trade. Prepared for the 910 reface on that AWP, but it's Blitz that mops up between him and mzinho. They've locked down ramp, and so Starry's lurk, ultimately useless.
These fast rotations from the Mongols, man. What are you going to do against them? The sheer amount of confidence they have in their individual players to hold down whatever part of the map they're assigned is stunning.
They get their hands on guns. 910 serves as a bit of a distraction more than anything on that AWP. But yeah, it's that fast response that the Mongols are able to implement. Makes it things very difficult there for Lynn Vision. You know, Starry was alone in that sort of lurking duties, but he's hoping that they get access to ramp. They're able to sort of maybe even freeze in that position after they get a kill. That's when that lurk can be very dangerous. But if they get completely shut out, round is very cooked.
I do appreciate the fact that Lynn called a timeout this early on into the game as well. They do need to just make sure they're game planning all throughout, right?
Yeah. Also, I mean, they started the game fast. They add this nice pace. They try and go as well for like a quick explode towards ramp. But they're just not able to track down or even really get proper gunfights throughout. After mzinho got that double, everything just broke apart. You make sure that people are focused, don't pull util out on contestable areas.
Oh, the focus would be broken and so would the back be. Emilia's not happy about that. He only had a Tech 9 as well, and so much of that Tech 9 is like, hey, maybe I can get a quick headshot before those 5 M4A1 bullets connect on me. Now just 2. I like the change-ups from 910. He's still serving a similar purpose. He only has to keep control of outside, but westmelon in the meanwhile is going to continue to lurk forward. He hears Blitz as well, moving back. Senzu could be caught out over here, over at Hut. Indeed, his head is gone, and now all comes down to Techno. He's fighting inside utility again. He is excelling. Quick double kill found, but the site is still controlled. Blitz is here. 910 backs him up from outside, and once again, MongolZ are unbreachable.
I mean, this time, there's a massive gap that's exploited by westmelon. You used to think that that bomb site would fall so quickly, but as soon as they get that entry, Techno making that play, fighting in through doors, they're trying to channel through a smoke. That makes a world of a difference. It was westmelon that actually stabbed his teammate in the back. But once he got that entry, you know, you'd think that that was all they needed. They got the Molotov down as well. But Blitz did so much to bring that back. 910 as well dealing with that main pressure.
Techno's feeling it.
Had a solid start to this series. Very impressive performance on Ancient. Wasn't getting kills every round, but what he wasn't getting in those, he was making up for in other rounds instead by getting multi-frags.
Yeah.
Man, look at the confidence
here comes
from
the money.
Senzu.
Oh my god. 2 HP is all that separated Senzu from a big bonus.
He's paid off that MP9, and he's secured the round as well for the MongolZ.
Look at how happy they are as well. You talk about that confidence. They're radiating jubilance at this point.
Yeah, I was saying that, you know, sometimes these guys are just so stoic. Even when they win rounds, they, you know, don't crack as many smiles as, you know, some other teams that you'd see. But they're liking the way that they're playing at the moment. Can they face this challenge? So far, the only success we've seen out of Lynn Vision was very fast plays towards that A bomb site. And I talked a bit about how there might be some difficulties crossing towards outside. They've actually been able to get that space, given that they've had 910 try to slide into position with the AWP. They tried to play him from secret steps. And that smoke is going to effectively negate Blitz as a presence, but blows open the smoke, sees a whole lot of nothing. Lynn are trying to be sneaky about this. The route main, once again, they're going to try and attack this A-bomb site, and they get a lot of util down. They blow the smoke, but Senzu has simply feasted. Techno up there with him, and it's 2 topside Hut that breaks apart Lynn Vision. That is not a conventional setup.
That is a complete read. They are fully aware of westmelon's tendencies to ask for outside to mini to A hits. They are ready for that nade to blow open the smoke. The double-double coming through between Senzu and Techno. They're inside Lynn Vision's heads, and they like what they see.
Hard to know if there are even eyes behind that mask that the MongolZ wear. But they are honestly, an unrelenting spirit for the Mongolian scene. This time, Lynn are very loud. They make use of the smoke across. And Emilia's already tucked inside of the vents. Techno tried to bait out shots, but once he didn't hear anything, actually just sends himself down. They get entries, they breach B instead, and they'll have a man advantage. They got their hands on a rifle via Emilia as well.
Bomb plan is nice, but they really need to be able to get a kill or two from the double window setup that they are trying to play out here. CTs are not quite sure about how to approach this. It feels like they are a little bit confused because of Blitz being the only one with the smoke now. He wants to save that one for the bomb plant. Zacker's moving through some already broken glass. This is a big play from him. A very nicely positioned Tech9 will take down one, look for two, but it's still Blitz who's got his head on a swivel. Starry, 0 and 5 so far. Needs to increase it, and he does! Lynn Vision are given a lifeline.
That is huge from Starry. 2 kills at an important moment there for Lynn Vision. They come in with pistols, but they send it down towards that B-bomb site. And once you saw that, the Mongols had to channel all through ramp. They didn't have multiple attack avenues. They couldn't eliminate angles before they broke in. The fact that there were all of these smokes out work against the Mongols. They needed fights. And by the time they realized where those fights were coming from, it was a little too late. There was already a victim found.
Milo's good for the fast trade as well, but Zacker's the one who's made the difference. Blitz is gone. DPs and Zacker, well, he's not done just yet. He doesn't realize there's a player next to him. Techno should be able to get the backstab, but no. Techno wants more than just that. He wanted to move past and find the planter as well. Emilia's plant will not be denied though. But it does open things up even more. The problem is, 910 doesn't want to go for this retake, not from ramp with an op. It all has to come down to Techno. westmelon dodges util, but no, I've lied to you. westmelon wasn't ready, and it's a 1v1 between Oppers, one without his favorite weapon. And the bomb clock is ticking down low. There's a smoke planned out to double doors. He prioritizes the Molotov, but it's gone too deep. It's gone too deep. G can now swing out wide. Does he want to continue fighting? 910 gets the kill, and with that, he'll have the defuse. 5 seconds with the kid. It's right down to the nick, but he will have it.
Oh, an absolute steal. How many times is Techno going to make the right play, the right moment? Even though the bomb went down and he went for that flank, the fact that he waited and got that free frag just as that bomb got punched in, that makes a world of a difference. 910 played it so slowly from there on out, and Techno was just maintaining communication. But that is so well done there from 910. That Molotov may have gone a little bit deep, but there was that real fear that, listen, he could be sticking that defuse right behind those flames, and he couldn't channel out. Clutches won for both these squads so far here on Nuke, but Mongols have had a more consistent track record now that we're into these gun rounds. Lynn Vision need to find a quick response, and they're finding breaches, they're finding vulnerabilities around the map. They've been attacking that main side, either creeping out from outside, or this time getting Zacker down those vents. It actually looked like Zacker was just going to win the round by himself. Colt Blitz massively rotating through those secret steps. Caught a player in the vents as well, but the Mongols have been very quick to respond, and they're doing so in troves. It's not just one player making that response, it's multiple.
And these close rounds, they're in some ways they're a moral victory, but it slowly starts to corrode at your soul. It's been happening since Ancient, that's what it feels like. Blitz finds westmelon, 910 finds a great angle. And with that, though, Starry overruns regardless. 910 not ready for the wide swing, and mzinho caught on the rotate.
Nice kills, and Techno as well, though, through that vent. Once again, good for a double kill. Emilia trying his best to link up towards that lower side, but it's just about trying to contain and keep him in at ramp, because Sensu's in on the flank, and he'll catch Emilia out. It's once again Starry called into action. He needs another 1-on-2. Already 2 kills to his tally. And they're creeping out from ramp. Techno, or Sensu, sorry, tried his best to sneak his way out, and on that crouch peak, Starry ends up empty-handed. This time, no clutches for Lynn.
But again, it feels like they're putting themselves in such a good position. That first kill from Starry, Emilia catches the lurk. In their head, they're ready. They're ready to take that bomb site. They're ready to set up into traditional post plants. But again, whatever's in their head keeps being interrupted.
I think as well, as soon as Blitz got that kill outside, Techno was more than happy to dive through those vents as a quick response. The westmelon's been trying to peruse that area and even, flank in through main. You don't want to get shot in the back of the head going through those vents. Techno has put himself in so many solid positions. It's him and Blitz. They are serving as major propellants for this youthful squad around them. Techno is the young vet of the Mongols.
Yeah.
If mzinho pulls off what he's doing inside of those vents, Lynn have already had enough heartbreak. That would be a crushing way to lose. But maybe even just getting decimated by these holds is already sad enough. mzinho, 2 kills, 9-10 rotating in, and Techno never flushed off of this top site. HUD has been a domain for both him and mzinho, but Techno is getting 2K after 2K after 2K. They cannot trade this man.
Lynn look broken. They feel broken. All of these opportunities that they feel like they have slip out of their fingers, and where they got one force by chance as well, they can't find another. There needs to be a guaranteed round one strat. Anything at all. Anything you've got in mind. You picked this map. You knew this would be the T side you're up against. But right now, it's only a brick wall, and there's only so many times you can bash your head through it.
That'll be a great way to start. mzinho floored, but the nade and the flash, they go right past each other. They're both blind as a bat, but westmelon's cooking in the flames. And mzinho pushing in from ramp. It's suddenly what started off as an opportunity is now extremely restrictive. mzinho still fighting for his life, and every attempt to trade just ends up as a multi-frag for the Mongols. Their spirits are shattered. Moments of weakness here for the Mongols that instead turn into moments of confidence. They made their weakness into strength.
Everything is going their way. It feels like it's been ordained. Mongols feel like they're walking a path of divinity at this point.
Once again, a solid start to the map for Lynn. But as soon as you get past that pistol and conversions, the Mongols are all full charge ahead.
No one's having a slow start either. Sure, 9-10 might have missed a couple of shots here and there, but even then, he shows up when it matters. He gets that clutch. mzinho, you know what? He started off this series 0-7. Look at how confident he looks now. Despite being caught out in places, despite making a couple of errors here and there, this is the power of the Mongols. This is the power of being able to look down your seats, look at Techno, look at Blitz, and knowing that, you know what, you've got your safety net, so it's time to get your boots out and go stomp some people.
Blitz and Mara as commander and general of the troop of the Mongols. They may bring in new recruits, but the proof is in the pudding. The Mongols have been the top Asian team, even though they'll lose some of their domestic matchups. You know, they'll lose some of these online games to Lynn Vision, to TYLOO. You know, but when it comes to qualifying to international stages and making it to the major, the Mongols are a completely different beast. They don't have these moments of uncertainty where some of these other teams do. Hell, you could excuse Lynn for having that as well. They are such a young squad. They don't have any of those veterans from TYLOO. They don't have some of those veterans from Vichy or some of these other organizations within the Chinese scene. They were fostered into this. They are the top Chinese team, but there are no other Chinese competitors left. They're the last hope.
And this has gotten so aggro already as well. They're not ready for this. They're not ready at all. And he's going to keep it going. He doesn't realize there's players back in spawn, though. westmelon can punish.
That is ridiculous.
It is, but despite that, the advantage is still in the hands of the Mongols. And guess what? It might still be extended. Techno, he's getting aggro as well. Going up through secret. the A site will still be reinforced. You've had rotations come through. mzinho is here. Blitz is in heaven. Blitz spots him out. mzinho just goes aggressive. He's got the quick shot, and Blitz is there to cover. Again, the trades give them advantages. 1-on-2 now. westmelon, it's now or never. Going into the line of fire of 910. No smoke to cross. 910 has the right idea, and he will get the frag. 9-3. MongolZ are breaking Lynn Vision, spirit, body, and bone.
2 of those rounds are basically gimmies as well from Lynn Vision. They played with such pace, but once that pace started to work against them, they couldn't get these trades going. The MongolZ just kept finding multi-kills across the board, whether it's Blitz, Techno, Senzu, mzinho. It doesn't feel like there is a weak link. Lynn Vision struggling to find those trade frags throughout their entire T-side half. And now all eyes on this pistol round. You look at how confident this MongolZ team are playing. You lose that pistol. That may be Lynn Vision down to the lower bracket. Three majors straight. The MongolZ have made it. A fourth and the first Counter-Strike 2 major. Sounds lovely to add to the list of accomplishments already attributed to both Mara, Blitz, Techno. Oh.
Won't matter too much as the decoy will be hitting the back. Techno and mzinho hitting the heads. 910 keeps it going. westmelon is falling. But he does find 2 kills, and that gives him a little bit more buoyancy. 910 finally shuts him down. Leaves Emilia alone. Has got the right sight potentially, but no, 910's decided against it, wants to go down to lower. It will be dodging out the CT player entirely. Bomb can be planted, make it look comfy, and Emilia, again, 1-on-2, clutches that seem like they're not even in contention. Emilia doesn't even check. How can he?
A pistol that's picked apart quite quickly. And the MongolZ make the right read in what is low numbers left in the server. Even though they had this stack at ramp, they get the kills they want. What a challenge this is proving to be. The MongolZ haven't looked like they've been pushed in basically any series so far this Asia RMR. That first map versus Lynn was the closest we've seen. It only conceded 8 rounds in the opening 2 games. Here against Lynn, biggest game of some of these young Chinese players will ever play. It's not like they don't have another swing at it, but they wanted to take a swing at the Kings.
Seems like they might have missed. Unless there's a boomerang in their shot, it'll be hard to turn this one around. This round's a gimme.
Having to save, knowing that the MongolZ are already creeping closer and closer to victory. And they're not making mistakes. They're not letting their guard down. Not a single loss of life here for the MongolZ against those pistols. Lynn Vision tried to be tricky, but it has to start here and now. So it'll be the best chance that they have. And even then, you know, going into first gun round on CT side, sometimes you feel like you don't have all the utility that you want, especially if they're going to play with a faster pace. If they're going to go for some of the outside utility, you want HEs, Molotovs, flashes to slow them down on that cross so that the ramp players or your rotates down lower can feel comfortable. Some of that will be absent here for Lynn Vision. There will be no kits. A post plant will be incredibly challenging. MongolZ already having a plan in mind, a topside attack. And it's empty. There's no one inside of the site.
And over and out they go. CTs want to play full retake. Well, MongolZ are going to make them play it hard. Molly's down on the site from them themselves, but the smoke out to heaven. They're trying to beat past it. westmelon good for 1. Make it 2, but that's all it'll be. Zacher to fall, and Lynn Vision have lost their best chance, their only chance perhaps, at making this a miracle comeback.
That must have felt like such a brave call at the time. Conceding the site in its entirety and just trying to go in with a flurry of aggression. But the Mongols were there with open arms. They were waiting for some of that utility to fade, for some of the lifespan of it to evaporate. And they're just ready to scrap, ready to trade. And that's something that Lynn have had problems so far this map in. The Mongols are now 1 round away from Copenhagen.
And they want this to be a fast one. Out they go. mzinho, good for the first. Looking for more. Senzu's already in. G's putting up a defense, but that defense is gone. And Lynn can only look inside. They can only look at their sins as they ask themselves, what have we done to be born in an era of the Mongols? Go to your places of religious worship because you are witnessing divinity, but perhaps Emilia can still interrupt it. Blitz, Emilia, both a whisper from death. But Blitz is a whisper from the Major, and he is ready to come out and roar! Blitz will take it home! The Mongols have qualified one more time!
The first Counter-Strike 2 Major in Copenhagen, and of course it's the Mongols, the first to make it through out of the Asia RMR. They have shown consistency in their leadership, in their coaching position.